Everybody, I'm going to show you some stretches that you should be doing for your hips, especially if you're training your glutes and working on building your butt. You got to be doing these stretches to keep the muscles healthy. Why? Well, because if you get a muscle imbalance, it's going to make it more difficult for you to target the muscle groups you're trying to build. And also, of course, risk of injury. But I know a lot of people are not motivated by the threat of risk of injury, so let's focus on things we are motivated by a little more, which is building size, building strength, looking better, feeling better, and performing better. You've got to be stretching these muscles. So let me show you what stretches I recommend to get started. You never want to stretch cold, so you do want to do your warm-up first to get the blood flowing and loosen things up a bit. And then we can start a stretch. So first, I'm going to show you two variations of the hip stretch. I like to do both because I feel like one hits more of the gluteus medius and the other hits more of the piriformis, and I want to stretch both those muscles. So the first one is pretty simple. You're just going to start with straight legs, cross one leg over the other like this, and slide that foot up. Make sure it's above the knee here if you can. If you're too tight, well, do the best you can. But the higher up this foot goes, the better of a stretch that I feel like I can get here. So I like to slide that foot up. Foot flat on the ground. And then you're just going to pull your knee to your opposite shoulder. So this is my left knee, and I want to pull it to my right shoulder. You can do it by grabbing it with both hands and just pulling in. And make sure your torso, your upper body, isn't twisting around. You want everything lined up with the leg that's still on the ground. So everything's pointing in the same direction, except for this leg that we're moving, all right? So you can do that by grabbing your knee like this and pulling it toward the shoulder. I like to take my arm and kind of wrap it around, grab it like this, and I really pull in. And you want to keep a flat, straight back too. If you hunch over, you're going to be able to bring your shoulder to your knee. That's not what we're doing. We're bringing the knee to the shoulder. So maintain a flat back and then pull. And you're going to start feeling that stretch on the side of your hip, down here on the leg, in the glute area. Remember to breathe deeply and relax. Okay, and then the other side. Let me change the angle so that you can see from a different angle what I'm doing here. Straight legs, cross the foot, right knee, pulling it to the left shoulder. And always lengthen the spine, sit up real tall. All right, now the other variation is start with straight legs again. Put your hands just behind your hips like this, so you're kind of propping your upper body up like this. Remember, don't slouch, nice and tall. This time you're going to take one leg, cross it over the other like this. The way I have this position is kind of the side of my foot, just above my kneecap on my thigh. And then you're going to work your other leg up. So now my left leg is pushing up on my right leg, and I'm creating a very similar rotation at the hip. In this stretch, I feel pretty quickly. A way you can modify this is once you're up about as far as you can lift that leg, you can slide your hips closer to your heel to kind of close that gap, and then walk your hands forward, straighten those arms out again, straighten your body. So there's different ways you can approach the stretch, either with your grounded leg or with your arms and upper body, just trying to close the gap. And this time I'm bringing my right knee toward my right shoulder, or just trying to get my shoulders as close to that leg as I can. Moving straight in. This is a really nice stretch. All right, let me show you on the other side. And let me get closer to you. So crossing the leg, hands behind the hips. Start by walking this foot up, and then I'm going to slide my butt close to my heel. Ooh, this side's tight. This side's real tight. Now, if those stretches were too difficult or you don't like them, there are a lot of ways of doing this stretch. Another one is you can lay on your back, cross one foot, just like before. And then you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna reach through your legs and grab your shin and try to lean back and get your head on the ground. You can adjust the difficulty of this by repositioning your foot when you start. So if I go higher up my thigh, it'll change how it feels. And if I can move my ankle off my leg and put more of the side of my foot on it, it's going to change the angle out here. That can help with some people also. And of course, you can use your arms to pull down. All right, guys, those are a few ways that you can stretch your hips. Please do these stretches anytime that you're training your lower body. You do not want a muscular imbalance going on in your hips when you're working your legs. It will make all of your exercises a potential danger for injury, and it will also prevent you from performing as well as you could with nice, loose muscles that can smoothly move through full range of motion in all the exercises that you're practicing. All right, guys, till next time.